I'm not sure whether we're going or not here, folks. I was hoping to be able to see it on my screen here while I'm filming it off my phone. Maybe somebody could shoot me a note to let me know we're going. Well, let's see. Well, I guess we're going. Hey, folks, Facebook Live. The term that puts terror in the hearts of every performing songwriter. I mean, I'm a pilot. I own my own studio. I feel like technically I've got things down pretty well, but when you say Facebook Live, trying to make it work and sound good, it's a bit of a thing. So my hope was to use the phone to be able to sing to you guys, and use my little computer here to see your comments and respond back, have a little conversation. But I actually can't pick up my own Facebook Live here, so that may be a thing. So what you may have to do is message me, and I'll just keep the message open because I may not be able to see your comments. Who knows? So anyway, welcome, Cub Creek Sound, Cub Creek, life on Cub Creek here. I live about, for those of you that don't know, about 25 miles out of town. I'm tucked back in this beautiful holler. Wish I could take the phone outside, but I don't want to touch it. And show you, hang on, maybe that's it. Ah, now I can see. All right. Craziness. So anyway, wish I could take the phone outside, but I'm not going to touch it, and show you my beautiful little hollow. It's blowing up with spring. So I thought I'd get started with this song. It's an old song. I didn't write it. I learned it from my first guitar teacher, Marty Audebry. And I was just talking about this singer to someone the other day. I just love her. We lost her in the mid-'80s. Her name was Kate Wolf from Northern California, Calistoga area, I think. And if you love Judy Collins and Joni Mitchell and Eva Cassidy, you would love Kate Wolf. There's a great story, in fact, I hope that it's true. Her guitar player, brilliant guitar player, Nina Gerber, I think the story was that Nina was a teenager and started listening to Kate Wolf and fell in love with her music and vowed to be her guitar player and wound up being her guitar player. So maybe somebody can clarify the story, but I think it's true. Anyway, this is called Give Yourself to Love, and it's all about gathering and singing together. And since we can't gather together right now, I sure appreciate you being here with me, and I hope that you're hearing things and seeing things all right. Looks like we are, finally. So anyway, here's Kate Wolf's Give Yourself to Love. We'll kick it off with that. Kind friends all gathered round, something I would say. That which brings us together here's blessed us all today. And love has made a circle that holds us all inside, where strangers are as family and loneliness can't hide. You must give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain, and I've learned to love the wind. I have been up before the sunrise to watched the day begin, and I always knew I'd find you, though I never did know how. Like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. You must give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Well, love is born in fire, it's planted like a seed. Love can't give you everything, but it gives you what you need. And love comes when you're ready, love comes when you're afraid. It'll be your greatest teacher, oh, the best friend you have made. Oh, give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself, oh, give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to the tears and the laughter, and give yourself to love. Yourself to love. You must give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Anyway, if you're just joining, thanks for sitting in on a Sunday night here on Cub Creek. I'm going to be here for an hour or so, or well, as long as you guys are here, I'll be here. That was a Kate Wolf song, a Northern California singer. We lost years ago, but great stuff you can find. That was probably her most well-known song, but I thought I'd start with that, just kind of open up the gathering. I am able to look at your comments finally. That wasn't working for a sec, but hey, everybody. Michelle from Oregon, hey there, and Donna and Mark from Florida. And Jerry Vander, where'd you get that hat? It grew right up out of my bald head, Jerry. That's a good thing about it. Just hats grow that way. So, and Robert from back in McLean, and Devin, everybody. Good to see everybody. So, if you have requests, feel free to make them. Hey, I see Lynn Handler on there. Lynn Handler, yeah. If I were a train, ooh, she rode horses. Okay, yeah, we're playing Stump the Band. It's not a fun game for you or me. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'll try to pull some of those off. Feel free to make requests. I'll try to get to them all if I know them, and possibly screw them up if I don't. So, real quickly, I don't know if let's see if Bill is on. Bill, if you're on, yeah, I think you're on. Got a little glass of Lagavulin Scotch going on, single malt. 16 year. If Judy Rodman, who is a great artist, great singer, and great vocal teacher, my vocal teacher, is on, I'm not just drinking Lagavulin, I'm also drinking your magic liquid of pineapple juice and water. But I'm mainly drinking Lagavulin. So, anyway, all right, let's see. Before we go on any further, of course, these plague times we're living in are certainly hard, and death rates we're hearing today are crazy, and we're losing people that we know, and we have friends that are losing people they know. I got to thinking about all the music stars and actors and actresses that we've lost, and of course, you know, it's no more important to lose your own mom or dad or brother or sister or wife or husband, of course, but there's something about losing, I think, cultural icons that is really hard for society. You know, as we start seeing people disappear that brought kind of color and meaning to our everyday lives, it has a different ring to it all although no more tragic than our own losses. But we heard late last night that Nashville stalwart writer Alex Harvey died. I didn't hear, frankly, if it was due to the COVID-19, but quite a loss here. So before we go any further, I'm going to do one more little cover, and I'll get to some of your requests. Just play a little bit of this one. If you're sitting there with your guitar, your voices, your spoons, or whatever, play along with this one. This is for Alex. Got the chance to play a few shows with him, and wish we could more. Old Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Well, she's 41 and her daddy still calls her baby. All the folks around Brownsville say she's crazy, 'cause she walks downtown with a suitcase in her hand, looking for a mysterious dark-haired man. In her younger days they called her Delta Dawn, prettiest woman you've ever laid eyes on. Till a man of low degree stepped by her side and promised her he'd take her for his bride. Oh, Delta Dawn, what's that flower you got on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? Oh, did I hear you say he wasn't meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Oh, Delta Dawn, what's that flower you got on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? Oh, and did I hear you say he wasn't meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Oh, and did I hear you say he wasn't meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? So here's to our Alex Harvey, and Godspeed, my friend. Wrote a lot of great songs, Reuben James, a bunch of others. So anyway, let's see here. Take a quick look at a bunch of folks. Hey, Art from Roseville, California, another McLean High School friend, Daryl. All right. Well, first of all, let me get to this. I've had a lot of people encouraging me to do this Facebook Live thing, and I've been avoiding it at all costs until I realized that I missed singing for you so badly, and it's only been a few weeks, it seems. Runaway Home, of course, we're supposed to be in upstate New York. I imagine a few of our upstate friends are listening in. We wish we were with you at Pickens Hall and down there at the Black River Concert Series in Lowville. But glad we're not there, so you can stay indoors and be safe. So, but if we were, we'd be playing this song, and I'll sing this out, send it out to Amy Wyatt, and then I will dance through some of these other comments and see what else I can get singing. Well, I promise I'll remember you as a sweet young girl whose heart was true. If you promise you'll remember me as a man I tried so hard to be. Here we go. Oh, bye-bye, baby Jane. Sure gonna miss the flowers in your hair. Well, I'll see you again someday, but I don't know when and I don't know where. You were my first breath of sunshine, my first taste of rain. A million miles can't take me away. So bye-bye, baby Jane. Oh, bye-bye, baby Jane. Well, let's go out like we got in. Hey, more than lovers, more than friends. No hard feelings and no regrets. Yeah, for loving each other half to death, half to death. Well, bye-bye, baby Jane. Sure gonna miss the flowers in your hair. Well, I'll see you again someday, but I don't know when and I don't know where. You were my first breath of sunshine, my first taste of rain. A million miles can't take us away. So bye-bye, baby Jane. Sure gonna miss the flowers in your hair. Well, I'll see you again someday, but I don't know when and I don't know where. You were my first breath of sunshine, my first taste of rain. A million miles can't take that away. Bye-bye, baby Jane. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby Jane. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby Jane. All right. Well, that was for you, Amy. Well, bye-bye, baby Jane. It's an old song. I recorded it on a record of mine called Good Life. And then, of course, Runaway Home recorded it on their first record. So, and I'm representing the band tonight. Got the new Runaway Home Campground t-shirt on. Actually been wearing it for quite some time now. Well, let's take a quick look. Hey, Michael McMasters. Man, so sorry about our friend Tim. Sure do miss that guy. Tracy. All right, let's see. I'm looking for some... looking to see if... you guys have any requests going on. So I think, yeah, there's several here. Crescent City Lullaby. All right, Ed, I can do that one too. I think what I'll do first, though, is, and of course, in an effort to try to not suck too bad at all this, I'm reading a few lyrics here and there where I can. And I've got the readers on, which means... I really can't see anything, so it's not cheating when they don't work. I'm going to pick it up a little bit and give you a little bluegrass tune. I don't know if my pal Gabe Berdulis is still on or not, but he and I ride a lot. We have a standing riding appointment on Tuesday nights at midnight, or Wednesday mornings at midnight, depending on how you look at it. It's nighttime for me, still at midnight for sure. I think we've got... maybe like 55 songs together. So here's one that we wrote, a bluegrass tune called Sleep in the Mountains. And we get that a little bit bigger than Times Roman numeral 6. And then I will get to some of these requests. Thanks for making them. That's cool. Appreciate that. You've been telling me that you want to get away. The week is finally out, you can't wait another day. Don't want to go downtown, beat the traffic, fight the crowd, or watch another movie stuck inside the house. Let's sleep in the mountains tonight. moonlight. Dream a river dream, wake up in the morning light. Let's sleep in the mountains tonight. Well, I spend a lot of money on candlelight wine when we got a flask of whiskey and a campfire burning bright. Dig out those old hiking boots and throw them in the truck. Well, life can drag us down, but we'll keep climbing higher up. Let's sleep in the mountains tonight. On a bed of wildflowers and a sheet made of moonlight. Dream a river dream, wake up in the morning light. Let's sleep in the mountains tonight. Your phone at home, we don't need it where we're going. Let's sleep in the mountains tonight. On a bed of wildflowers and sheets made of moonlight. And dream a river dream, wake up in the morning light. Let's sleep in the mountains, sleep in the mountains tonight. On a bed of wildflowers and sheets made of moonlight. And dream a river dream, wake up in the morning light. Let's sleep in the mountains, sleep in the mountains, sleep in the mountains tonight. So there's a little pick-me-up bluegrass song. Been a while since I've slept in the mountains, probably back last fall, so aching to get out and do that again. I don't know how it's been for you guys where you are, but up until last week, the Tennessee state parks were still open and encouraging people to get outside, just kind of keeping their distance, but that has changed now. So we're just going to be around the kitchen table talking about the great outdoors. So anyway, let's see. So Ed, you had talked about Crescent City Lullaby. I think I may be able to pull that off. So, for those of you that don't know, my parents, I think Mom's online here, I hope. You there, Mom? I think you are. Anyway, my parents met in New Orleans at Tulane, 1965, during the middle of Hurricane Betsy. Hurricane Mark came a couple years later. So anyway, whole family has always loved New Orleans, had a soft spot for New Orleans. And of course, during Hurricane Katrina, it was a disaster that they're still trying to come back from. And now COVID-19 is hitting pretty hard as well. But this is it's a ballad, but it's an uplifting song about people picking the pieces up and moving on, and there being a brighter day. So I think it may fit. It's called Crescent City Lullaby. Let's see, this is on an old record called Good Life. And hey, Devin, and some folks are reminding me to talk about the virtual tip jar, one of the most uncomfortable things for musicians to do, whether it be like crowdfunding. I've never been able to do that. That's why I just built a studio in my house and tried to do it all myself. But things are going to be tight. They're going to be tight for all of us. But I did put a virtual tip jar up there. If you're feeling like it, would love that. But don't worry about it. We're all in a similar boat. But it is Venmo at RedGrizz1, RedGrizz1. And my PayPal is paypal.me/Mark Elliott Creative. So anyway, appreciate the reminder and the shove to talk about it. It's hard to talk about. So here's Crescent City Lullaby. Here you go, Ed. Don't screw it up. He rode his old John boat up and down the block, navigating by power lines and rooftops. calling out the names of neighbors young and old, but the echo of his voice just says, I'm alone in Crescent City. Crescent City. There's a saxophone like some old driftwood floating by, searching for its livelihood. And there are countless ones somewhere in between the rising of the water and what used to be Crescent City. Crescent City. Good night, sleep tight, I will see you in my dreams. Close your eyes, tomorrow's skies will be blue in New Orleans. From the Ninth Ward on, the levee walls are broken, sunk into the bottom like the Atlantis Road. Reluctant refugees fleeing from a war, native sons and daughters who belong no more to Crescent City. Crescent City. Good night, sleep tight, and I will see you in my dreams. Close your eyes, tomorrow's skies will be blue in New Orleans. Good night, sleep tight, I will see you in my dreams. Close your eyes, tomorrow's skies will be blue in New Orleans. Close your eyes, tomorrow's skies will be blue in New Orleans. So that's an old one, but seems apropos for the moment. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. I sure appreciate you being here. Good to see everyone. Feel free to make requests. If you want to stump the band, well, it's an easy job to do, but you're welcome to throw out old songs. I may have a few here that I can recall and call up back from the mullet days, which I'm quite far away from. So anyway, let's see. What else we got here from folks? Good to see you, Tug Miller in New Mexico. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, so let's see. Somebody requested earlier this old tune and an explanation about it. See if I can pull it up. It was on a record called Pickin' Blackberries that I did years ago. Tim Thompson played all over that record. I don't know if you guys know Tim, but he's a grand guitar player and mandolin player, and so is his kid Miles. So anyway, I think he played Resonator on this tune, but it's a song I wrote for my great aunt Ada Mae. She was a sweet kind of grandmotherly figure, but you know, the whole family, well, my dad's side and me, or from a little place in the northern part of Texas called Oklahoma. That's how the Texas relatives put it. But anyway, we have a little aversion to certain parts of history, and this was Ada Mae. She was a sweet, never said a bad word about anybody till you brought up Andrew Jackson, the Trail of Tears, and then she was a cussing sailor, thankfully. I had the opportunity to play this song at a folk festival at the Hermitage here in Nashville, which some of you probably know is the home place of Andrew Jackson. And I thought, well, what better place to sing a song trashing Andrew Jackson than his backyard? Haven't been invited back, but, you know, can't always sing for the choir. So, this is for Ada Mae and all my Oklahoma brethren. Ada Mae, she was my grandma's younger sister. Only about one thing that'll really make her mad. Talk about the Trail of Tears, how a poor heart can suffer. Talk about a president who drives the people off their land. That's why Ada Mae hates Jackson like she does. Says his face is a waste of the paper and the print. Pour $20, better pay her back 2 tens. Ada Mae hates Jackson. Oh, yeah, she does. Cherokee grows wild along the back road, stained with blood all the way to Tahlequah. Oh, Hickory promised all the best, just a little farther west, while stealing all their dreams, their cotton and their gold. That's why Ada Mae hates Jackson like she does. Says his face is a waste of the paper and the print. You owe her $20, better pay her back 2 tens. Ada Mae hates Jackson. Well, Ada Mae hates Jackson. Come you Seminole Creek and you Chickasaw, Cherokee, you Choctaw. Fight for me, I will provide. Maybe that's why they say every white man lies. And that's why Ada Mae hates Jackson like she does. Says his face is a waste of the paper and the print. You owe her $20, better pay her back 2 tens. Ada Mae hates Jackson, yes she does. Says his face is a waste of the paper and the print. You owe her $20, better pay her back 2 tens. Ada Mae, oh my sweet little Ada Mae. Ada Mae hates Jackson. Oh yes she does. She hates Jackson. All right, through the miracle of a lyric sheet that happened to be there, there's Ada Mae hates Jackson. And that was for Gail and Enrique. Thanks for requesting that one. Let's see here. Take a second, take another look. Yeah, nice. Top of the hill for sure I can do. So somebody's asking for another John Prine song. Steve. Yeah, you know, I did a version of Hello in there a few days back. Kind of a get well video card for John Prine. I have not heard anything in the last couple of days, but I think last we all heard he was no longer critical, but the fight was still tough. So I haven't heard anything the last couple of days, so I'm hoping that things are looking up for John Prine. Yeah, you know what? I will try this old tune. Again, I learned this song from Marty Audibry, my first guitar teacher. And as I look back now, she taught me a lot of guitar, but she taught me even more about songs and songwriters and songwriting. And a lot of my earliest kind of knowledge and influences of songs came from sitting around Marty Audibry's dinner table there in McLean, Virginia when I was a kid. And she taught me this song. It goes back to 1972 at John Prine's. And I will try to not screw it up. It's called Clocks and Spoons. Clocks and spoons, empty rooms, raining out tonight. What a way to end the day by shooting out the light. Shoot the moon right between the eyes. I'm sending most of me to sunny countryside. Running through a sky of blue, rolling in the sun. Every day has a way of overflowing one. Shoot the moon right between the eyes. I'm keeping most of me the sunny countryside. Don't know how I did that now, wonder where it's gone. Must have spent the way I went, waiting for the dawn. Oh, shoot the moon right between the eyes. I'm screaming, take me back to sunny countryside. No. Clocks and spoons, empty rooms, it's raining out tonight. Anyway, that's an old tune. That's for you, Steve. Like I said, it goes back to about 1972 or so. John Prine tune. Thanks for requesting that. Let's see here. Somebody asked for If I Were a Train a while ago. And it makes sense that they asked for it a while ago because If I Were a Train is really old. I'm not sure. Yeah, I do have the lyric here, luckily. All right, I will try this. This song goes back to about 1992. And I tried to envision my life as a train. All I would think and feel. Doing it in Dad Gad. Mickey Justice, I don't know if you're still on, but you're the Dad Gad master. For me, there's only like 4 chords in Dad Gad, but you found all the rest of them. So here's what life would be like if I were a train. Len Handler, I don't know if you're still on, but hopefully you are. If you are, here it is. If I were a train, I would take my time. And slowly I'd make up for what I lack. And maybe then I'd carry the friends are left behind. If I were a train, I would take my time. If I were a train, then I would not be poor. My wheels would roll up pennies off the track, and I'd own the soul of every man passing through my boxcar doors. If I were a train, then I would not be poor. Oh, and I would be the line to California, and the midnight ghost of every small town dream. Yes, I'd even be your loneliness and carry all your pain. I could not love you more if I were a train. If I were a train, would you miss me when I'm gone? Would you wave goodbye and just forget? Oh, either way, my whistle would be a lost love song. If I were a train, would you miss me when I'm gone? Oh, and I would be the line to California, and the midnight ghost of every small town dream. Yes, I'd even be your loneliness and carry all your pain. But I could not love you more if I were a train. I were a train, and I would come back home, and I would not mind the rust upon my rails, 'cause there's a purpose and a platform made for everyone. If I were a train, I would come back home. Oh, and I would be the line to California, and the midnight ghost of every small town dream. Yes, I'd even be your loneliness, carry all your pain. But I could not love you more if I were a train. I could not love you more if I were a train. That's an old one. I recorded that on a record called My Great Escape in 2000, but I wrote it back in 1992. That was one of the songs I played around town a lot before I figured out it was hard to get folk songs cut in Nashville. Let's see. One of the things I did want to talk about, I've got a new EP coming out. And the first single is coming out on April the 17th. It's called Craziest Thing. Maybe you've seen some of the fun videos. I've had a bunch of friends and fans and folks send me little 15, 20-second snippets of the craziest thing they've ever done. And I've had some pretty wild ones. A few tame ones, but mainly a few wild ones. I think Mom might still win the craziest thing. Something about drinking beer and rollerblading in the Pentagon parking lot and getting picked up by defense security that makes it pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm not going to play you that one because I want to keep it under wraps, but April 17th, it'll be available on my site, Mark Elliott Creative, and of course it'll be available on Spotify and Apple and Amazon or wherever you listen to your music. In fact, if you're on one of those platforms, I love it if you'd go by and maybe follow me and sign up to follow my artist site on there and let you know when it's out. So So anyway, first single was out on the 17th, and the second one is called Watch Out Man, and it is out a few weeks later, and then hoping to have the full EP out by maybe midsummer or so, maybe June. Who knows? We'll see. Getting close. But I will play you one from there. Just hoping I don't break a string. Because as boring as it must be to be in a venue while artists change their strings, I think if you're in your house watching me change my strings, it would suck even more. So anyway, this is a tune. Again, I wrote with my good pal Gabe Redulis and Tristan Bushman. We wrote this a couple years ago, I'd say, almost. This is about how long it takes me to learn a song. But we've got a cool track on the new record of this one, cool vibey track, so anxious for you to hear it on the record. But I'll play it for you, and it's all about the mind tricks that you play and all the messes that your mind does with you when you're on the road and you're heading back home and you're not there yet, and you start questioning, how long you've been gone and what people are doing and whether they forgot about you, whether they moved on. So by the time you get home, you're crazy. Definitely happens to musicians, but pretty much anybody on the road. Truck drivers, traveling salesmen, anybody. So it's called On My Way to See You. Hotel rooms, wasted time way too soon. When I'm on my way to see you, on my way to see you. Our left Illinois never ends. When I'm on my way to see you, on my way to see you. But rest stop junkies, gas station fools, they won't stop me. When I'm on my way to see you, on my way to see you, on my way to see you. Well, I'm on my way to see you, on my way to see you, on my way to see you, see you. Can't stop rewriting the last words we said. When I'm on my way to see you, on my way to see you. I'm worried sick where you are, who you're with. When I'm on my way to see you, on my way to see you. My mind is racing, I got my doubts, these thoughts I'm chasing trying to slow me down. I can't turn around when I'm on my way to see you, on my way to see you, on my way to see you. Well, I'm on my way to see you, on my way to see you, on my way to see you, see you. You're the only reason that I come back. No one else has ever made me do that. On my way to see you, on my way to see you, on my way to see you. Well, I'm on my way to see you, on my way to see you, on my way to see you, see you. So anyway, that's going to be one of the songs off the new EP. And again, the single is called Craziest Thing, and it's coming out the 17th. I think I have plans to do another Facebook Live and hopefully try to get some feeds in from some of the other musicians and different people that were on it and talking about the record a little bit. We're going to do that on Wednesday night, the 15th, 2 days before the record comes out or the single comes out. So I'll be letting you know about that. So it'll be Wednesday evening a week. Let's see. How are we doing on time? Well, if you guys are still hanging, I'm still hanging. Let's see. Man, it's so good to hear from people. One of the things about Facebook in general that I'm a fan of is that I get to hear from people I don't normally hear from, and get connected with people that are way back. So I'm just looking at all these comments here, and I'll move on to a song here quickly. But I'm seeing friends from almost every era of my life, and that's a pretty cool thing. So thank you guys for joining me. That's pretty fun for me. So let me know what else you'd like to hear. I'll try to flip through these as we go. I think Jerry Vandiver is still on. Wrote this tune with him. I see Amy is requesting it, so we'll give it a shot. I don't have my lyrics in front of me, so could be a moment. But so this is on Jerry's record. I don't remember which one, but he's made a bunch of outdoor records, paddling all around, canoeing, kayaking, and wilderness travel. I think this was on his first one. I'm sure river or paddling or canoe is in the title, so you'll find it. Jerry and I have spent a long time on canoe trips. We have a lot of big expedition, multi-week trips under our belt, especially to the Boundary Waters and the Quetico and places far beyond that, the Wabakimi. And so anyway, this is all a song about trying to leave the wilderness as untouched as we can. And again, my people have heard me say this before, but my definition of wilderness is that moment that you get out there on that deep trail, or you get 100 miles in on that river, or like in Jerry and I's case, we hopped a train out of Armstrong Station, Canada, and rode it into the night and paid it to stop in the middle of the wilderness and dump our asses off on the tracks. And that moment that you're standing there and you hear the loneliness of loons or a wolf call, and you think to yourself, my God, what have I done? To me, that's the definition of wilderness. And it's disquieting to the soul, to say the least, that that's going away. So anyway, let's go Leave No Trace. And right now we are all in the house doing what we should do, social distancing, staying at home. And the only trace I have are literal pizza crumbs from here to the kitchen to the TV. So that's the only trace I got going on in here. Runaway Home recorded this on our record, Gotta Get Outside. And I don't know if Gary's watching or not. If you are, hey man. Ah, Jerry, okay. So his album is called True and Deep. I was close. Should remember that. It's a great record. Beyond the signs and the tire tracks, we'll pass upon where we don't look back. There's a place that calls to me, where the wind and the water speak. Oh, keep it wild, leave it free. Those that walk here after me, from the desert sand to the glacial lake, make my mark, all but leave no trace. Well, I see this place just like a child. Well, it's as fragile as it is wild. It's in my care Oh, but I believe I need it more than it needs me. So keep it wide, leave it free for those who walk here after me. From the desert sand to the glacial lake, I'll make my mark, I'll leave no trace. Here's Gary's mandolin solo. Oh, I can give, or I can take. Yes, the choice is mine and ours to make. So keep it wild, leave it free for those who walk here after me. From the desert sand to the glacial lake, I'll make my mark, leave no trace. I'll make my mark, or leave no trace. Na 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 na. So yeah, we still play that song all the time. Love that tune, Jerry. Thanks for writing it with me. Hey, Rich. Hope you guys are doing well. Hi, Frankie. Play something for your mama and me. All right. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see. Scotch and soda, perhaps? Maybe something else. I saw that Wood Newton was on there a second ago. I don't know if he still is. And I think he asked me to play one of our tunes. I just don't remember which one it was. So I'm going to play a brand new one of ours. If you don't know Wood Newton, what a great songwriter. I've certainly enjoyed writing with him this past couple of years. Key do I do this sucker? It's called Love Is, and it's brand new. Which is songwriter and artist speak for I'm going to hose this really bad. So just letting you in on the lingo. Well, let's sing this for Frankie and Mama. Love Is. What's worth the trouble? What's worth the pain? What's worth driving yourself insane? All love is. All love is. What's the use in trying? Nothing seems to work. And what's the use in crying? When even the crying hurts. All love is. All love is. Oh, love is the reason we're all here. Oh, love is a complicated mystery, but this one thing is clear. As long as we keep making it, it'll never disappear. Oh, love. Oh, love is. Now everyone has questions, everyone has doubts, searching for the answer, only to find out that love is. Oh, love is. Well, everybody wants to get it right or wrong, and what's left behind when we're dead and gone. Oh, love is all love is. Oh, love is the reason we're all here. Oh, love is a complicated mystery, but this one thing is clear. Love is the reason we're all here. Oh, love is a complicated mystery, but this one thing is clear. As long as we keep making it, it'll never disappear. Oh, love is all love is. Oh, love is. Love is. So that's a brand new one for Wood Newton and I. So I don't know if Wood, if you're still on, but thanks for writing that with me there, buddy. Let's see. A bunch more comments. So let's see if there are any suggestions. Hey, Mike Flora. And hey, Dennis from Florida, man. Good to see you on. Oh, man. All right. Well, again, feel free to throw some requests out there, and I'll try to cover them. Somebody actually had requested I read a little bit from the book, and so I picked a couple of passages. Maybe I'll just read one real quickly. I don't know if you guys know this, but I put a book out last year. Well, if you're anywhere near my Facebook, you know it because I've over advertised. But anyway, it is a memoir of my 10th year, 1977, on Starmount Drive in Tallahassee, Florida. Only spent a year on that street, but it was the most formative year and moment of my life. Had a bunch of kids my age, 8, 9, 10 years old, and we had all the accoutrements of being 10. We had swamps with real alligators in them, and creeks, and tall pine trees, loblollies to get up in, all kinds of poisonous snakes to catch before we knew better. And I can draw a straight line between my life on Starmount and my life now. Everything I learned about friendship and loyalty and spirituality and wilderness, and certainly music. I mean, come on, 1977, incredible year for music. So anyway, this is available, of course, everywhere. Also on my site, markelliottcreative.com. But thought I might read a quick passage for you and let you know kind of how it is. Maybe I can pull off one of the songs. I don't know. This is just a couple of paragraphs. I arrived on Starmount Drive as an only child, but by week's end, I had brothers. The years we spent together fishing knee-deep in alligator ponds, kicking down shaded forest paths, and riding tire-swing time machines beneath century-old live oak branches allowed us a degree of childhood autonomy now lost to the ages. Flanked by a few important months either side of my 10th birthday, I consider 1977 to be the most soul-defining year of my life. Through countless adventures, mishaps, and life-affirming realizations, my friends and I became the vagabond children of a new family. A family mothered by soft green fields, warm waters, and the random flicker of fireflies. Her perfume smelled of loblolly, honeysuckle, and chewing gum. We were a family fathered by screeching bike tires, whistling mud balls, and 70s songs. His cologne smelled of frog guts, whistling mud ball. Oh, wait a minute. His cologne smelled of frog guts, wet sneakers, and peanut butter. We were the perfect mix of those two-spirited lovers. We were and will always be the sons of Starmount. So that gives you a little flavor of the book. If you like the old movies like Sandlot and Stand By Me. I think you'll probably dig the book. Let's see. Checking the comments, making sure nobody's saying, please stop now. And Donna Paz, Mark Kaufman are on, and they run a wonderful bookstore, the Story and Song Bistro in Amelia Island, Fernandina Beach, that northeastern corner of Florida. And they've got the book. So if you are down that way, stop into Story and Song Bistro and pick up the book from them. As important as it is for authors to find readers, it's important to support our independent bookstores. Those are going away by the moment. There's nothing like a bookstore, as you guys know, to be able to go in and browse and read and get something to eat. And you can't do that on Amazon. So you also can't make money as an author on Amazon, just saying. But anyway, more power to you, Donna and Mark. Thanks for carrying the book for sure. I may go here another 10 or 15 minutes. Thanks, you guys, for hanging on with me and writing in. I'm just sorry, I'm kind of multitasking, reading all these comments. This is a lot of fun. I've had several friends do this in the last couple of weeks, and I was incredulous about it, but they all came to me and said what a good time it was, and I'm having a great time singing for you. I can't believe how much I've missed singing for you, and it's only been a few weeks, and to see everybody jumping in and requesting songs, that's pretty fun. So thanks again for joining me. Let's see. Yeah, Amy was asking about the audiobook, slowest project ever for the Sons of Star Mountain, but it's almost done. I'm doing the final read-through and checks and fixes now. I've been making it over the course of a year, so it's crazy how the audio files have been a jumbled mess. But they're getting fixed up now, and I'm hoping in the next month to have it uploaded to Audible, so you should have my narration of the book there. So if you're like me and got to wear readers and you hate it, or you're in the car all the time wanting to listen to books, it'll be available then for sure. So let's see. What else should we play here, folks? So maybe I'll play another one from the new EP coming out. And it's not gonna be one of the singles, but it's gonna be on the EP that's out probably mid-June-ish, something like that. And I wrote it with my good pal Melody Guy. I don't know if she's on here or not, but she's been traveling around in her van playing music for years, and like the rest of us, got really hit hard by having months worth of gigs disappear in a matter of a day or two. So I know she's been doing a bunch of Facebook Lives, so make sure you check her out. Melody Guy. Anyway, we wrote this song together. It's called Talk to Yourself, and with all of there's a lot of hatefulness in the world, a lot of nastiness, a lot of biting comments here and there. And you can't join in. You can't talk to yourself that way, because what we say to ourselves is ultimately more powerful than what anybody else says to us. And that's coming from a guy who's ultra critical of himself. So do as I say, not as I do. Talk to yourself like a good mama would. You've done the best you can do with this day. Nobody could have done Close your eyes and put it away. It ain't the best or the worst one ever. I know you feel like you're standing still, and the whole world's passing you by. You can't see it right now, but you will, you will. It'll all work out. Oh, to talk to yourself like a good mother would. Talk to yourself as a friend. Be kind and forgiving when no one else will, and happiness will be your heart again, your heart again. Oh, talk to yourself, babe. You tell me you feel so alone. Oh, nothing's been working so far. Little victories, they come and they go, I know, 'cause I've been right where you are. Oh, talk to yourself like a good mom would. Well, talk to yourself as a friend. Be kind and forgiving when no one else will, and happiness will find your heart again. Talk, 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 talk to yourself like a good mama would. Talk to yourself as a friend. Be kind and forgiving when no one else will, and happiness will find your heart again. Well, happiness will find your heart again, again and again. Well, talk to yourself, babe. Oh, like a good. So anyway, that's a tune that I wrote with my good pal, Melody Guy, and it will be out with the EP. The EP is called Watch Out Man, and the whole EP will be out in June, but the first single, Craziest Thing, will be out April 17th, so it's coming up. And if you just joined me, I've had this fun little promotion going on where I've had friends and fans and folks sending me little 15, 20-second snippets of the craziest thing they've ever done. And I think Melody was the first one, and she filmed herself sitting in her van talking about traveling over 2 million miles by herself playing music. That's pretty crazy. So if you want to see those, you can go to my YouTube channel at Mark Elliott Creative. They're on markelliottcreative.com, my main website. I've got them up on Vimeo. But anyway, they're fun to see. There's about 13 segments right now, and they're only about 30 seconds long, each one of them. And I've got a handful more to go this next week that I'll be posting, so they're pretty funny to see. Well, I guess the hour's getting a little late. We've been on about an hour and 15. I think I may do a couple more songs. If anybody has a last-minute request, I'm rolling down to the end of the comments, and I will catch you. If not, I will pick it myself. But I want to thank you again for joining me. It's been a blast, just like my friends who've done it have said. It's a lot of fun, and I think all of us musicians struggle with some level of asking for help and getting out live too much. Doing Facebook Live. It's a whole other thing. Like I said, I'm a pilot. I own my own studio. I'm kind of technically minded, and there's something about setting up a Facebook Live that is frightening, because there are 38 million things that can go wrong. So anyway, thank you for joining me. All right, so, well, there's a couple coming in. You know what? All right, I'll do 3. Here's one for Rich Stone, and then we'll do one for Mara Lee, and then I'll do Top of the Hill, although I forget who that was for, but good way to end it. Here's a Mountain Songbird. I wrote it with my good pal, Gary Cully. He's the other principal, as some of you know, in my group, Runaway Home. Sporting our t-shirt, which you can buy at runawayhomemusic.com. Anyway, we wrote it out back on a picnic table, an old picnic table that I may or may not have borrowed, stolen, taken, from my very first apartment, who refused to give me my damage deposit back, even though I took great care of the apartment. It pissed me off, and I knew that they just wanted that to buy new carpet, so I took the carpet and I took the picnic table. That was 30 some odd years ago almost. But I've taken really good care. I can't say much of the carpet, but I've taken really good care of the picnic table. And it's out back with a brand new paint, a brand new coat of hunter green paint. And Gary and I wrote this tune out there listening to all the songbirds. So we'll sing this for Rich. He and Lisa produced and filmed and directed and edited and everything there is to do with making a great music video. They did our Gotta Get Outside video, which you can see at runawayhomemusic.com. So big thank you to you guys. We had a blast making that with you. Here's Mountain Songbird. Gary, if you're at home, I trust you're playing along with me. Mountain songbird, sing a song for me. You know the one I love with that old-time melody, where you sing it for the rivers, the animals, the trees. Mountain songbird, sing a song for me. Well, I heard it first when I was but a child, at the fence in the backyard at the edge of the wild. And it called to me like angels from the clouds. And I'm still that little nature boy when I hear it now. Mountain songbird, sing a song for me. You know the one I love with that old-time melody, where you sing it for the rivers, the animals, that trees. Mountain songbird, sing a song for me. There's a building where that pine tree used to stand. There are car horns slamming doors, the ugly sounds of man. If I wanna hear your peaceful tune again, I gotta leave behind this busy world where the water meets the wind. Mountain songbird, sing a song for me. Oh, you know the one I love with that old-time melody, where you sing it for the rivers, the animals, that you read. Mountain songbird, sing a song for me. All right. Mountain songbird, sing a song for me. You know the one I love with that old-time melody, well, you sing it for the rivers, the animals, that you read. Mountain songbird, sing a song for me. Mountain songbird, sing. So there's a little Mountain Songbird. Let's see, real quickly, here is Orphan Train. I cut this song on a record called Pickin' Blackberries some years ago. Got some really good pickers with me on that record. Their names escape me, of course, but man, were they great pickers. So this is a song about the orphan trains that ran out of New York City in the late 1800s, early 1900s, where a bunch of folks came through that America's big front door at Ellis Island, and a lot of kids that came through Ellis Island or ended up being orphaned on the streets of New York City, and they were scooped up by organizations like Catholic Charities and the Foundry and Children's Aid Society and Some of them, right about harvest time, were stuck on a train, especially if they were fairly able-bodied, headed for the Midwest, where some of them indeed, they were adoption trains, and some of them indeed found good and gracious homes, but others found indentured servancy, and even some were shipped back east after the harvest was over. So I remember singing the song and sending the song to all of the Foundry, Children's Aid Society, and the Catholic Charities, and one other. And I won't say which one, but they all wrote back and complimented me on the song, which was nice. But one of them said that they wanted to make it clear that none of their children ever met indentured servancy, which of course was bullshit. But anyway, let's see if I can get through Orphan Train without looking at the lyric, which I can't anyway because it's not here. All right, Mary Lee, you might have to help me with the lyrics. This might be a little hard because this is running about a minute behind. Well, I am a little angel. No, that's not how it starts. Okay, Mary Lee, hit me with the first line. Mm-hmm. Damn it, what is the first line? You're not helping me. Well, they call me little angel. I'm a Brooklyn baby girl. Yeah, it's 1925, and I'm brand new to this world. I haven't a mother or father to love, but the nuns of St. Catherine's that gently pick me up. When I get a little older, well, they say I will depart from Grand Central Station with my faith in the farm. I'm Polish, I'm Irish, Italian mystery, but when I step down on that platform, American I'll be. I'm gonna ride that orphan train from New York City across the plains, find a loving family and a brand new name at the end of the line on the orphan train. Well, most of us will find a good and gracious home, grow old and prosper with children of our own, while others will struggle with hard work and pain, and with the harvest over, we're shipped back east again. I'm on a ride that orphan train from New York City across the plains, find a loving family and a brand new name at the end of the line on the orphan train. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, oh, oh. Conductor, conductor, can I have a ticket, please? No, I don't know where I'm going, but I know who I want to see. She's smart and she's pretty. He's a tall and handsome man. In my dreams they want me, my real mom and dad. I'm gonna ride that orphan train from New York City across the plains, find a loving family and a brand new name at the end of the line on the orphan train. Well, I'm gonna ride that orphan train from New York City across the plains, find a loving family and a brand new name at the end of the line on the orphan train. At the end of the line on the orphan train. Well, thanks again for joining me, everybody. I'm going to play one more song and get out of here. I've gone about a half hour longer than I said I would, only because this is too much fun and it's hard to stop, especially with you guys sending in all the song requests, and I really appreciate that. Michelle, it's good to see you on. Michelle McAfee runs a great magazine called Songbones that you can check out. I think it's songbones.com. And also a great podcast that goes along with it called Songbones. So you can check that out. I've written a little bit for the magazine, and so I know firsthand how well it's put together. Proud to be a part of that and part of the podcast coming up too. So check out Songbones for sure. Take a quick look and just say hey to some of you before I sing one more song and sign out. Hey, Jeff Adair, great to see you, man. Dustin, good to see you. And Rhonda, Sean, Mitchell. Hey, guys, man, that's fun. Well, I won't read off names left and right here, but man, it sure is fun to see everybody show up and say hi. And thank you, those of you that sent something into the virtual tip jar. It is absolutely the most uncomfortable thing for me and most of the friends I know to ask for money in these times. So I appreciate it. Venmo is at RedGrizz1 and PayPal is at Mark Elliott Creative. So sure to appreciate that, and I will put it to good use. But I mainly just appreciate you guys coming on and listening and saying hey and hanging with me for an hour and a half. That's longer than some of our concerts. So anyway, I sure appreciate you guys doing that. So I'm going to leave you with this one. I forgot who asked for it. It's called Top of the Hill. Hey, Tim Thomasberg. Good to see you, man. Some people that were asking about the VW bus from the book The Sons of Starmount, because we got it in 1977. I dubbed it the 8-track with the engine in back. But unfortunately, Tim Thomasberg and I wrecked the damn thing a day after Christmas. My folks wrapped up the keys and put it under the tree. I'd been driving it since May without any problems. And then they wrapped up the keys and gave me the VW bus. It was a 1972 VW camper bus. I mean, you got to have like 50 grand to find one of those again. But Tim and I were, I think, going to play tennis or something, a racquetball or some crazy-ass sport, and it slipped on the ice, and we went sideways, and then we went over and over and over again. They don't flip well. But anyway, it's good to see you, my friend. Thank you guys again for joining me. Again, a couple things coming up. I have the single Craziest Thing coming out on April 17th, and on the 15th, the Wednesday before, probably about this time, 7 o'clock Central or so, I'm going to be trying to throwing together another Facebook Live to play some songs off there, maybe talk to some people that were involved in it, and tell you all about it. So feel free to be looking for that, and thanks again for joining me. I'll shut up and sing now. Just right up the hill from me here, kind of back up through my hollow and up through the trees, the beech trees and the hickories. There's a place I go to at the top of the hill to get things right when I have screwed things up. And even if we don't know each other well, we know each other well enough to know that I'm up at that spot a lot. So anyway, hopefully you have a place to go to get things right and feel good. And hopefully for right now, that place is either in your kitchen or down the hall or maybe your back porch. Because we gotta stay at home right now, folks. But here's to you, top of the hill. Well, the moon unfolds just like a note from a lipstick-sealed envelope and spreads like words across the sky, followed by a shooting star, a comet's tail, a planet far and miles above, a long-lost satellite. Oh, that's the view from the top of this hill. takes my breath and makes my heart stand still, lying on a blanket, staring off into space. I like to think everything I've got, what I've gained, and at what cost, where I can see over my struggles and my spills. From the top of this hill, babe, top of this hill, babe. Well, a westbound jet flies overhead. Down below, everyone's in bed. Lights go out 'cause the hour's getting late. Shadows on the pine trees dance, just like chance and circumstance. Life never looks the same from day to day. And hey, now that's the view from the top of this hill that takes my breath and makes my heart stand still, lying on a blanket, staring off into space. I like to think everything I've lost, what I've gained, and at what cost, where I could see over my troubles and my spill. From the top of this hill, babe, top of this hill, babe, I'm a king on a throne. I am a wild heart, rolling stone. I am strong, I am happy, I am free. That's the view from the top of this hill. Takes my breath and makes my heart stand still, and lying on the blanket and staring off into space. I'd like to think everything I've lost, what I've gained, and at what cost, where I could see over my troubles and my spill. Hey, now that's the view from the top of this hill. It takes my breath and makes my heart stand still, lying on a blanket, staring off into space. I like to think everything I've lost and what I've gained, and at what cost, where I can see over my troubles and my spill. From the top of this hill, babe, top of this hill, babe, makes my heart stand still now. From the top of this hill, babe, smell those pines. Hey, thanks again for joining me and sitting in on this little 90-minute concert. Man, I had a blast. Got more fun than I thought it was going to be. I sure miss singing for you, and I know I can speak for Gary and all the runaway home, too. We're anxious to get back out there, but thanks for doing the right thing and self-quarantining, staying at home. It's the only thing that's going to slow this down. Sooner or later, when it comes time for the American spirit to rise up and be heard, we'll be heard. Hang in there, folks. Stay safe. Thanks again. Yeah. Good night, folks. Thanks again for joining me. It was a blast singing songs for you, and thanks for all the comments and the love. Appreciate it very much. See you next week, maybe on Wednesday. Take care.